I heard you say on your podcast, The Dersh Show, that you'd been texting with Trump post-indictment. What did he say?
Well, only he texts me. I've never texted him. I don't have his text number. He called me and then he texted me. He said, Alan, getting ready to leave for New York. This was yesterday. And can't really believe it. These maniacs want to destroy our country. So sad. Nothing on Hunter or Biden. And the crimes are so bad. Anyway, your words are very important. Save America, Donald Trump. P.S. Congrats on the book. Doing really well. Well, I appreciate that. Look, the timing for the book couldn't be better. The title, Get Trump, is not original with me. It comes from the campaign promise of Letitia James, the Attorney General of New York. She used those words. I promise to get Trump. Bragg didn't exactly use those words, but he used that concept. And when he first got into office, he looked at the evidence and he said, no, it's not there. It's just not there. And the New York Times on Sunday reported that he got tremendous pushback, tremendous opposition. 2 people in his team quit and the pressure was too great. Nothing changed. There were no new witnesses. There was no change in the law. The statute of limitations didn't get extended, but the pressure was too great for him to resist. And I understand that because I was under similar pressure. You know, when I defended Trump in 2000, before that, I was the most popular person on Martha's Vineyard. I was the one who was asked to perform weddings, to speak at funerals. Once I defended Trump, no one would talk to me. Caroline Kennedy would walk out on a dinner party, etc. If you think that's great, that's 1/10 the pressure that a judge in Manhattan would get if that judge ruled in favor of Trump. They would never again be appointed, never again be elected, never again be included in social scenes. And if a juror ever said, I'm the juror who caused a hung jury, or I'm the juror who caused an acquittal, their lives are over. And you don't expect judges and jurors to be able to resist that kind of social pressure. Maybe you expect a professor to do that. And I did at great cost to my family. But the emotional pressures on people of New York, 85% of New Yorkers hate Donald Trump's guts. How does he get a fair trial here? He can't.
So he's saying that he wants his case moved to Staten Island. I think it'd be a brilliant move because there you get a Republican-leaning jury, the odds are. And let's see what they do. Let's see. I mean, if Alvin Bragg is so confident in his case, why not put it in front of people who are more right-leaning and see if you can convince them? Isn't that closer to jury of your peers?
Absolutely. It was my idea originally. I came up with the idea quite some time ago. I said either Staten Island, because the pizza is much, much better there than in Manhattan, or Rockland County, or upstate New York. But let's get it out of Manhattan. You cannot have a fair trial in Manhattan. And I told that to President Trump, and he agreed with me, although his lawyer the other day said they hadn't made up their mind. I think they made up their mind. They have to move it out of Manhattan. That's an absolutely essential thing. And they have to move quickly for a ruling on the statute of limitations. Remember the argument on the statute.
Wait, let me ask you about the okay, can I ask you about, let me ask you the statute, because I had a debate here on the program yesterday. Arthur Aidala, who I know you know and like, and another lawyer, state attorney from the district that covers Mar-a-Lago and Palm Beach. And they were saying they weren't that moved by the statute of limitations argument. And I know you love it. And so just for the viewers who are listening now, it's basically, we believe we're speaking at a time at which the indictment has not yet been unveiled. We don't yet know exactly what's in those 34 counts, but we still understand it has to do with the Stormy Daniels hush money payment, and that Trump didn't record it properly on his business records. He made it look like a legal payment to Michael Cohen, who paid it $130,000, and that's not in and of itself necessarily problematic, but that would normally be treated as a misdemeanor. He's elevating it to a felony by saying it was used to cover up an underlying crime, which would have been an in-kind contribution during the election run-up. Right. It's a long and convoluted thing. So dumb it down for people who are not lawyers. What is the statute of limitations problem?
Here, the statute of limitations is very important. It goes back to the origins of law. And there's a 2-year statute of limitations on the misdemeanor and 5 on the felony. The theory behind the statute of limitations is it doesn't run when the person is an escapee. He's running away. You can't find them. And so the statute has an exception. If you can't find them, if he's a fugitive, or if he's out of the state continuously. Now, why can't you indict him if he's out of the state? I have the best proof. Nobody could ever beat me on this argument. Of course you can indict him when he's out of the state. What's the best proof? They indicted him when he was out of the state. This indictment came down last Thursday. He was in Florida. If they could indict him while he was in Florida, why couldn't they have indicted him while he was in Washington? Why couldn't they have indicted him while he was in Florida the last 2 or 3 years? So the policies behind the statute of limitations are clearly violated. There's no good reason they didn't indict him earlier, except that nobody wanted to indict him earlier. DAs, U.S. attorneys, federal election officials said, no, we're not going to indict him. The statute of limitations requires you indict somebody as reasonably quickly as you can within the terms of the statute. Now, there is a New York Court of Appeals decision, very wrongly decided, which basically defines the word continuously as continually and says that every day that he's out of the state doesn't count. That's ridiculous. The policies behind the statute of limitations are clear. He should not be allowed to be tried. He's been denied a speedy trial, a fair trial, a trial in the right venue. And the misdemeanor is a made-up misdemeanor. Here's what the misdemeanor basically says. It says that when you pay hush money to hide an adulterous affair with a former porn star, and you pay $130,000 to make sure your wife, your family, the voters, the business associates don't learn about it, you must immediately record that in your public corporate records. You must stay in your corporate records. I paid the money to keep it quiet, but now I'm telling you I paid the money to keep it quiet, and it'll be on the Megyn Kelly Show tomorrow. Has anybody ever truthfully described what a hush money payment was for? Has anybody in history ever been indicted for that? If you don't have that, you don't have anything, because you can't get the felony without first getting the misdemeanor. There is no misdemeanor here.
Now that it's spring, it's time to get outside and enjoy your backyard. And it's actually feeling possible, doesn't it? But does your backyard need a makeover? Is it fun? Is it a good place to exercise or hang with the fam? Start with the perfect centerpiece, a Michael Phelps Swim Spa by Master Spas. A Michael Phelps Swim Spa can transform your backyard into an oasis. The swim spa is an alternative to a pool with the therapy of a hot tub. Michael Phelps Swim Spas have a water current, so you can swim, do aquatic exercises, and have fun with the kids. And because it's heated, you can choose your perfect water temperature and then use it all year long in any climate. Michael Phelps Swim Spas by Master Spas come in a variety of sizes to complement almost any yard, even if it's a small one. And this is not a long, intimidating project. In fact, delivery and installation can take less than a day once your space is ready. Michael Phelps Swim Spas are 100% made in the USA by Master Spas, the world's largest swim spa manufacturer. You will love your Michael Phelps Swim Spa by Master Spas. Go to masterspas.com, put in the promo code MK, and that will save you $1,000 on a Michael Phelps Swim Spa or $500 on a Master Spas hot tub. That's masterspas.com, promo code MK. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.